Hi everyone, it's Brandi from Artisan Bee Boutique. I have a new journal to share with you today. I've put all my Christmas things away and I am getting ready to, well, I've already started to work on just fresh new fun journals for the new year. And I finished this one yesterday. Actually, this morning I finished this one and I just wanted to get on here and share it with you guys. This one is an altered greeting card, and it's a 5x7, so that's the size of the journal, 5x7. It is filled and loaded with vintage book pages, magazine pages, writing papers. It's kind of got a art theme. This one is an art journal, junk journal. So I just wanted to get on here and just show you how this came out. This one is not super frilly. I wanted it to be just kind of where you could add to it as you wish, or the person that receives it. So here's the top view of it, and just kind of give you a outside view before. It will come with a ribbon tie closure, but I didn't want to have it on when I started the video. I don't think this one really needs a tie closure because of the way I did the title or the front of the cover, but I'm going to show you just kind of everything on the sides and outside before we start to look on the inside. It's a sewn binding, single signature, and I use twine, like a jute twine for the outside, reinforced with masking tape, inked for a vintage look, and then also some washi tape there, and then some burlap ribbon and trim, some lace here, just kind of all. And this is the title. I love this. I got this from a magazine, An Artist of Everyday Life, and I just wanted this to be kind of a journal that the recipient can use to just be very creative and artsy with throughout the year. They can write, you know, whoever receives it can write in it, can journal in it, can, while writing, journaling, same thing, can draw and doodle and just be super creative and collage in it, just all kinds of fun stuff. And to take the shine down a little bit, I've talked about this in my previous videos, to take the shine down a little bit on the card, I did a watered down Elmer's glue, white glue mixture, and it gives it kind of a, it just takes that, it gives it more of a matte look. I think you can see it there if you just kind of, if I kind of move it around a little bit, you can kind of see it. It leaves like some little, kind of like a chippy look almost. I did a fabric trim here with some rickrack, and then this one's a little bit different on the back. I wanted it to be, you know, unique, so it's like a double trim here. So that's your outside, and let's take a look on the inside. It's kind of dark here in Florida today, so it's a little, my lighting's a little darker. I'll try to fix that up before posting this. So on the inside, and as you can see, I kind of ran with, as you will see, I've run with the kind of sunflower, you know, theme throughout, even though it's not really the theme, it's just an art journal, but I like the sunflower card for this, and just very vibrant and colorful, and just a fun way to start the new year. And there's a little pocket on the front there. I covered the inside of the card with the sunflower paper. It didn't have any writing on the inside, so I just used that to cover it. And there's that nice kind of green trim there to go with the leaves. And just put some, you know, fun things inside the pockets. You can add you know, any other odds and ends that you want in these pockets, but as you can see, plenty of journaling room. And I left this blank on purpose. I want you know, the recipient to be able to just kind of decorate that how they want to, and maybe add some kind of a title or something that they want to say right there. So as per most of my journals, I'm starting the front cover with a tracing paper so you can see through it, and this says "Live Your Dream with Passion." And then I just kind of you'll see a lot of magazine. I've utilized my magazine clippings and collage stuff from in this journal, so you'll see some of that, and just kind of had fun with it. And this, I did this to check me out on the inside, so it's kind of like on the other side of this page. You see that? Just shows through. And I think that's just a neat way to start at the journal out. And vintage children's book page from 1950s. Beautiful illustrations, beautiful just book pages here, and you'll see some torn edges throughout. Not very many, but some for you know, just to add a little depth, character. And then, like I said, I've utilized, magazine clippings and just different things throughout. There's so much you can get out of magazines for your journals. And all the clips that you see in here are my distressed clips. Sorry, I forgot my words there. The distressed clips, paper clips. And I've just put vintage, a mix of vintage and just different things throughout for you to play with. A lot of removable stuff. This was from, if you watched my video that I posted recently about my vintage, I went shopping and I got a bunch of new stuff for my journal. So I went to an antique, like extravaganza, an antique Christmas show, and I found some cool stuff. And I went to some an antique shop recently, so I found a lot of neat stuff. So you'll see a lot of book pages and just different things. This is from a old either late 40s or early 50s bridge set, and this is a book page from a vintage book about letters, war brides, letters from World War II. And I've got just a nice mix of different writing papers and note papers. This was from a vintage appliance booklet. And then there are some double opening tags here, so that you can open them up and write on the inside. And this was from a kind of just a newspaper clipping. I thought that would be fun to collage somewhere or just do something fun, creative with that. And again, more, this was from the bridge set that I found at the antique store. Lots of places to write and journal, lots of room for journaling in here. This is a vintage 1980s cookie cookbook page. I love the illustrations in this one. This was from a vintage 1980s miniatures dollhouse magazine. And you can see some of the ads on that side. And then just more writing paper, more vintage recipe books. You'll just see a couple little things that I've added, odds and ends here and there, but you know, the pages are just great because you can just take these and just add your own collage art to them and, you know, paint them or do whatever you want to do with them to make them unique to you. Just some game sheets in here and just like things like this I added. And that's another magazine clipping. I just like the poetry on here. She had scarcely entered the ballroom and reached the tulle ribbon lace colored throng of ladies when she was asked for a waltz. Leo Tolstoy. From this is from Anna Karenina. I'm not much of a, I think it's Karina. You probably know. Somebody will correct me, I'm sure. But anyway, the poetry on this I thought was really interesting. That was from one of my Victoria magazines, the vintage Victoria magazines. Coffee dyed paper. And I did a little belly band there and tucked in a little vintage piece and then another note paper here. This page here is from the 1950s, early 50s textbook that I got from the antique store about typewriting, learning typing. And then I just did a little fun collage here with a mix of magazine images, stickers, and just kind of a little fun there. And this guy, he was in a magazine, and that picture was just too cute to not use in a journal. Perfectly imperfect, and just a awesome little picture for a junk journal in there. And this little piece from another magazine, Victoria magazine. I collect the things I love, and they all live happily together. And then you'll see some Tim Holtz stickers, word stickers, and things throughout that have to do with being creative or artsy. And more vintage book pages. I threw in a couple of, vintage photos from my collection. This opens up, so you got the whole inside of this tag to write in, to journal in. And some more magazine, you know, images here. And there was a little sign up on this barn, so I covered that with a Tim Holtzworth sticker. Lots of fun stuff in this one. Just different, unique, and it'll be just something fun for an artsy, craftsy person to have fun playing with and filling out. This is from just another book that I had about, you know, wild flowers and herbs and things like that. And then on the leftover twine in the center, I did some of my paper beads that I made from recycled, not magazine, these one are made from recycled calendar, a used calendar page. So these were, I made these and then I glittered them with Mod Podge, so they're beautiful and sparkly, and they just make a nice little kind of bookmark. You can either, you know, have them coming out the bottom or the top, or one of each, however you want to do that, but they just make like a fun accent. And then the center just came from a craft book that I had. And then this is just some collage I did with some magazine clippings. Creativity takes courage. And most of this stuff is removable, so you can just take it out and use it in your collaging or however you choose to, you know, decorate this book. I love that picture, just for fun. Another magazine clipping. Just a pretty art. I think this was from a sidewalk art, like a chalk art type or sidewalk artist in a local, I think it was a local magazine that I had. And this is a vintage page, a page from a vintage antiques collectibles book that told you like the value of your antiques. This was from the 70s. And then just added little kind of fun things here and there. Imagination, eclectic spirit. Another belly band here, and I tucked in an opening pocket that opens so you can use the inside as well. So here's, just so you know what I mean by that. Use the outsides for photos if you want, and the insides, and you can decorate these, the insides for journaling. And another note paper here. Vintage guest check. Another vintage family photo. It says find your happy place here, and then this looks like a vacation, a family vacation photo. I just thought this guy was cute and just made a little fun addition to the journal. And again, most of it's removable. If there's something you don't like, you can take it out and just use your imagination with that. Center yourself. I like this, write your own rules. And then it says, let us imagine for a moment. And then I just did a little topper here, and these come out so you can tuck things under there. Got a tag there and just some scrapbook paper. And some of these older ones, I just kind of reinforced them with some washi tape in the center before I bound it so that they would be more secure, not tear as easily. They're in great shape for how old they are, though. More another magazine offcut. I think that was from a Magnolia magazine. Seeing potential in vintage. Another opening tag. A little paint swatch there. I love the layered look of the pages. I just love having pages of all different sizes intertwined with each other because I just feel like it gives it a lot of more character and depth. And this is just a little pocket here with a tag that came from an art book that I had, or crafting book. And it's true, see possibility everywhere. You know, look in unusual places for your things, for your journals to include in there, because there's so much fun to be had in sometimes just the most unusual places. And that's the rest of that that other book there, or the book page, the vintage children's book. I just love these images on here, these illustrations. And the back tracing paper page that covers that back page there. And then your back pocket, back page pocket, same as the inside, just a basic pocket that you can decorate how you want with a couple little things tucked inside. Another vintage picture. No date on this, but looks like a number and a letter, 7D. And then your trim here on the back cover. And that's the back, which I'm sure I already showed you, but that's it. And when you open it, that's your open view of the front and back cover. So you can see why I picked this pattern. I just love this paper, the sunflowers. I love sunflowers. And I just thought it went perfectly with this card. And this card was just a Hallmark card from the Dollar Tree. There's a lot can be done with those. Have a lot of fun with those. So that's the full journal. Again, from the kind of inside view, as you can see, it's loaded with vintage papers and just fun things to look through and play with, and lots of removables and a lot of room to add. You think, like, when I first started doing these, I kind of thought, well, how much can I really fit in a 5x7 card for a journal? Because I knew it was going to be a single signature. So I just kept, I just made a bunch and I played with them and stuff. And you can make them, I'm not sure, I didn't count the pages yet on this one. You can make them pretty thick. And as you can see, they kind of just, they fan out when you open them, which I love the way that looks. I don't mind a journal being fat. When it sits, it opens up, fans out nice. It'll look nice sitting on a, mantle or an end table. And then I'm just including like a kind of gold. I like to crinkle, like take these ribbons. I take the wire out and I just kind of crinkle it. And I love that crinkly ribbon look. So you can just, tie it up with that if you want to keep it more, secure together. Or if you like it open, you just put it on your table or your shelf if you want it to be like a showpiece, like a centerpiece or something. Anyway, you get the idea. So you can tie it closed, and you can go this way with it too, and just make a nice little bow and have it neatly on your shelf, your bookshelf, if you're one that likes to store your journals on a shelf. Anyway, that's it. That's this pretty little journal. This one I've already photographed. It will be available for purchase in my Mercari shop soon, probably by the end of the day today. My shop is linked on my channel, and once I get it listed, I will put a link directly to this item below in the comment section and the description. So you'll be able to just click on that and go right to it. But if you're interested in looking at my shop and seeing what I have in there available, all my handmade pretties, you can go and the link is at the top of my channel. If you're on your computer or device, you can just click on that link and it'll take you right to my shop, and you can see all the pretty things I have listed. And so that's it for today. I appreciate you guys spending your time here and checking out my latest journal. I'm really enjoying doing this, and I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm so happy that you're here right now. And if you want to be notified when I post new videos, please just ring the little bell. For all my subscribers, new subscribers, and the ones that have been here all along, I really appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate your subscription and the time that you take to take a look at my creations. I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day and just a happy week full of family and friends, and just be blessed. Until the next time, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas and take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.